Yeah, hang on. There's the 21st of May, 10:55 or 22:55 Navy time. What a wonderful day it has been, and this is Paul Beavis, and this is my late show that has recommenced after a short delay. Do you go to the letterbox? We go to the letterbox every day, expecting some sort of mail, but occasionally we'll get the extra mail. Do you get these things? Do you get these things? This is our junk mail. This is from. This one's from Woolworths. Now, this one, yeah, is from IGA. Now, when you look in there and you see the specials, you think, well, somewhere along the line, they get the items from the same place as everyone else does, from the original supplier. So then you think, well, when they say, oh, this is on special, and you're going to save this amount of money, are you saving the money on the original cost of the item or the cost that the store puts on it? Because they may sell it for $25 after being uh, yeah, I got corrupted. Yeah, they may sell it for $25, which is $5 above uh, the wholesale price of it, and someone else might sell it for $25.25. So the extra 25 cents on it means that they can sell at a dearer price. They can both add $2 on top of it and say you're saving $2 on it. Now, by rights, if you're saving money on that product, you think the savings will be the difference between what they sell it for and what they buy it for from the wholesalers to give it a real wholesale savings price. Now, IGA has that coffee, $18.59, say $4.60. That means the original price was $23.19. So we got that. That's from IGA. From Coles, we have that. Same coffee. Same coffee. $18. And they'll save $4.99. So that makes it the original price of $22.99. So somewhere along the line, the wholesaler is selling the coffee at a different price to the stores. Now, I do know there's people around will see there's a 59-cent change, 59-cent difference between those two products. And they will go to the store that has the cheapest item. In this case, Coles. Now, there are people out there who hunt for specials and will go for the specials, not realizing when they drive between one store and the other store, the 59-cent saving they may get at Coles instead of being an IGA, and they live closer to the IGA, they will go to Coles and buy their coffee at the 59-cent lower price. Not really realizing it actually cost them $5 for the petrol to get there. $5 for the petrol to get there. But Coles also has the ability to, on their receipts, for you to get an extra 4 cents a litre off on petrol when you go to the Bowser if you spend more than $30. So the temptation is now for that person to buy 2 jars of coffee. Because not only will they get the 2 jars of coffee for $36, they'll then get 4 cents a litre off. And sometimes Coles will have extra specials where they'll give you 8 cents a litre off. So you may save $5 going to Coles because the IGA doesn't have that. And that means that the fuel you used going to the coals has now been saved. And but in real effect, you haven't saved anything at all because the IGA was closer. You should go on the IGA and buy the coffee. You don't need to go all the way into town to go to Coles. Although, then again, if one's selling it cheaper than the other, who you inclining to go to, thinking, well, if they've got cheaper coffee, they may well have cheaper everything else. So IGA, somewhere along the line, your wholesaler is dipping you of 19 cents, which means you are losing the sales. My guest today is Bluestone. It's an Aussie group, and they're singing Wind and Rain. Now, there's not much information on this group, but it is a really good song. So here's Bluestone and Wind and Rain.
It was 2 a.m. when I hit town again, and I jumped off a big freight train. As quiet as a mouse, I went to Bonnie's house, and I tapped on the window pane. She said, come on in, you look so to the skin. Get out of the wind and rain. She sat on her face, and she smiled and she said, it's good to have you back again. I'm only here till morning, and I'm as old as the firelight goes, wind and the rain are gone. Bonnie wept tears of joy for her long lost boys, down on her bended knee. I was tempted to stay, but the very next day I knew we could never be. So I got out slow, said I really gotta go. Going back to the wind and rain. The Bonnie's neat lights on the cold rainy night. You know I'm coming back again. Turn out the light, make the most of the night. I'm only here till morning. Then I'm a ghost of the firelight glow. When the night and rain are gone. On the light till cool of the night. I'm only here till morning. And I'm alone with the firelight glow. When the night and rain are gone. Turn out the light, make the most of the night. I'm only here till morning. And I'm alone with the firelight glow. When the night and rain are gone. Turn out the light, make the most of the night. I'm only here till morning.
Yeah, that was Bluestone. There's not much on Bluestone itself, but they do say they could have been part of the bootleg family. In that their song actually come under the bootleg catalogue, because under the catalogue of bootleg there's a BL 178 May 1973 Bluestone. They released Wind and Rain and Road to Nowhere, and one of them sat at number 39 for 2 weeks. So that was, now I would have liked to said more about them, but there's not much on them. So if there's anyone out there who knows a bit more about Bluestone, the Aussie group, I would be most willing to discuss it more on another show on Bluestone. I know there's four in the band, and they're four young guys. Oh, they were young in those days because it was back in 1974. Now, getting back to these things, what I don't want to do is to put people out of the job. Because these get delivered, they're going to be printed up, there's the paper, so all that goes back into our economy. So I must applaud Coles, IGA, Aldi's, then we get about 10 Bunnings. There's all those companies making these junk mail and sending that to us for us to recycle. So they're ensuring that we're doing the right thing by recycling. So I don't know if they're actually using recycled paper to bake them. It'd be really good if we knew that the paper that's been used is recycled paper. Now, one of the other things I'm doing now, I'm hoping to represent an electorate for the Palmer United Nations. Now, they are actually called the Palmer United Party. The PUP. We are the PUP. Why are we the PUP? Because we're the new group coming into politics. Because what you've got to remember, pups grow. Pups grow into dogs, and dogs can get angry. We can get angry because we know that the Liberal and the Labor Party all have the same thing in hand. You know that if you've got a Liberal Prime Minister with a Liberal candidate and you vote him in, you know he'll be the yes man and the no man, or the yes man. It's not about your local electorate, it's about what your politics want. Well, I'm here to represent Hume, and Hume, I will represent you 100%. I won't say 110% because no one can do 110%. Although, I will say, I will be dedicated to your electorate and ensure that all the requirements or needs of my electorate are met. Now, I understand we have the country, the fruit growers, and we have the city dwellers of my electorate. Now, I will ensure that all the fruit that's been in the orchards, I understand there's a lot hitting the ground because of the low cost of the dollar and of the supermarkets not purchasing it at a price that's premium to keep you alive or keep your business alive. We will find a way. We will find a way to keep the Aussie where the Aussie should be, at the top of the groceries list. It should be Australia at the top of the grocery list. We don't need, although I won't say it because it might be against some of our own policies, but I will try and ensure that we get a fair deal. We are the pup. We are growing, so we have to give more to get ahead of the Liberal and Labor Party. And we will do that. We will ensure we do the right thing by you. We are the pup. Now, for those foreign people, all those people who watch this show overseas, yes, we had a deadly past. We are a country built on convicts. We are a country that the British sent people out to Australia, as a punishment. Now, do you think we're still sitting on a punishment? I don't think so. I think we're one of the most proudest countries in the world. But we do have a background. We did have a background of hanging people. We did hang people in jails. We had a time when capital punishment was the end thing, because we didn't have the jails we have today. We've just built a brand new jail here at Nara. Now, as much as I like the idea of having a jail here because it means there's more jobs, It just means there's more people doing the wrong thing. Now, the thing, what I would like to see is that more people taught to do the right thing, so we don't have so many people in jail. Do you know how much it costs for each person to be in jail? The feeding, the training, the rehabilitation, the employment of the jail keepers. It's lots of money in a jail. So, if there's less people in jail, and if we were able to close one of these jails, then we would be richer, because we will know there's less many crimes, although we'll put some people out from the jail, but more likely those people will go to another jail and help them, because prisoners will be prisoners. But anyway, we did hang people. We did hang women. So I thought I'd give you a heads up on the 7 women we hanged in the past. They were Lucreta Conkley. It's Kunkley. She murdered her husband and she was hung in 1843 at Barrymore Jail. Louisa Collins. Sarah Macon. We have a Macon on TV. He does one of the presenters. Francis Knorr. See, for being an Aussie and Australian people, they had some really strange names in those days. There's no Smiths or Whites or anything like that. They're all these strange names. Martha Needle, like a needle in a haystack. Matella Randall and Jean Wright. 7 of those that were hung because of the crimes back in the day. Now, this is in the 80s. Well, I should also do. That was the top 7. Because I can't do the top 10 because David Letterman has the top 10. But I will tell you the top 10 reasons why men were put in jail in the 80s. Gee whiz. Breach. 10 most common reasons for imprisonment. Breach of conditions of release. Robbery. Breaking and entering. Larceny of cars and boats. Murder. Stealing. Rape and attempting rape. Assault. Driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Manslaughter. Well, they're the things that we did wrong. And we were punished. Back in those days, punishment was the punishment that people really didn't want to do again. Because jails in those days weren't the jails today. So, that's Paul Beavis' show. Now, I'm doing this for Australia. Why? Because our dollar's getting lower now, so you guys can come in and stay in a bit longer, spend your money, and make us all happy. So, that's my show for today. It's 21 May 2013. It's 11:14 or 23:14 Navy time. And tomorrow, my eyes are still playing up, so I've still got my glasses and you can still see my shadows coming back. Tomorrow we're having Wedding Song by Petula Clark, another British singer. She'll be really good. I like her. So, love you all. Catch us again tomorrow. This is the Paul Beavis Show. No, the Late Show with Paul Beavis. Get it right. Bye.